Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd love to open up and welcome you to the meeting of the Zoning Board of Appeals for Wednesday, July the 14th, 2021. It is 6:14. We have an announcement here. Pursuant to the Chapter 20 of the Acts of 2021, this meeting of the Zoning Board of Appeals will be conducted via remote participation, and audio recording of these proceedings will be available upon request to planning@somervillema.gov. Thank you very much. We have not a very heavy agenda tonight. So at this moment, I would, though, I got to take care of something, ask if we could recess for a few minutes. May I have a motion? Catherine, would you make a motion, please, to adjourn?
Madam Chair, I make a motion that we adjourn for 10 minutes.
It's George here. I'm sorry. I want you to use the word recess, not adjourn. They mean very different things in Robert's rules. I don't want yourself in trouble.
Madam Chair, I make a motion that we recess for 10 minutes.
Thank you. May I have a second, please?
Second.
Seconded by Ann Brockelman. Ann, in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Catherine, in favor of a recess, say aye.
Aye.
And Susan Fontano, aye. Call you back in about 10 minutes. Thank you.
Hi, Catherine. Are we back in the waiting room or? Oh,
No,
call
you
back.
We're not in the waiting room.
you're all on screen and say the world can see us. So
Okay.
we are in recess, though. I don't know if there's a way to actually flip us back when we're in recess, but nonetheless, if there isn't, we'll just you can turn your camera off and mute yourself and hang out. And Charlotte, I don't know if you can put a little note up that says we're in recess, and
I
we'll
was
we'll
just
go.
getting that ready.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
See you in a bit.
Thank you.
Susan, you should mute.
AT&T Directory Assistant.
Madam Chair, we are past the 10-minute mark if we would like to reconvene. Oh, sorry, I muted you. You are unmuted now.
Okay. All right. Yes, please, Charlotte, continue. There's Catherine. There we go. All set?
Yes, ma'am.
I'd like to call back into order the meeting of the Zoning Board of Appeals for July 14, 2021. It is 6:26 PM. I'd like to go forward with a public hearing for 27 Loring Street. We were to hear them tonight, and they've asked for a continuance. I'd like to make a motion at this time in the matter of 27 Loring Street, P&Z 21-004. They would like to continue till August 4th. May I have a second on the motion, please?
Second.
Who was that? Raise your hand. Thank you, Catherine. Seconded by Catherine. All in favor, as we go around, please say aye or nay. Ann Brockelman,
Aye.
Catherine Caravaglia,
Aye.
Susan Fontano, aye. Unanimous, 3 votes to continue till August 4th, 2021. At this time, I'd also like to open 2 cases we have coming forward. Unfortunately, we're short a quorum. Somebody must have an emergency. One of our people was scheduled and we haven't heard from the other. We hope they're okay. So we don't have a quorum, but we can open these 2 cases and we'll do that at this time. Is that right, Mr. Proakis and Charlotte? Am I going forward?
Madam Chair, thank you. I'm getting particular on words here these
Yes,
days.
sir.
A quorum of the board is a majority, is 3 of the 5 voting members. You have a quorum here. What we don't necessarily have is that we know on special permit cases, you need 4 yes votes to approve a case. On site plan review, that's a little less clear. This is a site plan review case, but it's unclear enough that I wouldn't feel comfortable having you hear and vote on a case unless you had 4 people in a position ready to vote. And today we have 3 out of 5 with the circumstances surrounding, as you said, 1 known absence and 1 person we are unable to locate at this point. So I think because you have a quorum, you can read the case into the record as you are opening it and then ask the applicant for an okay to continue. The one thing I will note on this case is there has been, there's been an interest in keeping this one moving forward for a while. There's a lot of interest in the community in it, judging from the number of attendees here tonight. If the members of the board present are in a position where they are able to hold on a second. Sorry. If can you give me 1 moment, please? I'm sorry. I need a moment.
Please. For the people who are out there listening, our sincerest apologies. We were all ready to go. So we just hope everything's okay with our board member. And we ask for your indulgence because we want to handle this in the proper way. So just please be patient with us. And we're sorry for any inconvenience.
Okay, I'm having my counting issues today. So it looks like the adopted rules of the board actually list the quorum as 4. So based upon that, there has been a standard for a long time as to what a less than quorum board can do. Under Robert's Rules of Order and the advice of our legal department, there are a couple of things that can be done by a less than quorum member of the board. The most simple of which is opening a meeting, closing a meeting, and setting a time to which to adjourn, which is technically saying picking a future date for which to move a case. So my suggestion to you is actually not to read and even open the case, because a less than quorum group typically wouldn't do that, but essentially to continue the unopened case, which we do in the past with cases pre-opening, I believe. Or maybe we open and then continue. Is that your, I think that has been your standard. So you read it into the record as opening and then immediately vote a continuance. I think that is within the realm of what a less than quorum board can do. And then adjourn, which is basically the only other thing a less than quorum board can do. Under those circumstances, I think that the request I would make of you is that, being that there's a level of interest in this case, there's a lot that's been going on with it. I would be interested in hearing if the 3 of you who are here, and then we can chase the others to find out, have the capacity to meet prior to 3 weeks from now. You can adjourn to a date as long as we can have 48 hours notice of meeting, which basically means if there's a date next week, you can meet, and then we'll chase down the others to see if there's a circumstance by which we can get to get to a date that could work. You know, if nothing else works, August 4th could work, but if a previous date works, I would really appreciate the opportunity to be able to join you at an earlier date if it is possible. If the 3 of you can find a date and we look and we survey the rest of the board that's not here tonight and find they can't, all we have to do is show up at that meeting and continue the case again to August 4th, but I'd like to be able to try to give it a try. So that's where I will leave it. And thank you, Madam Chair, for your patience on that front.
Thank you for your input. I appreciate it. Personally, I can meet before the 4th. I do know that next Wednesday night, the 21st, I'm already committed. I don't know about Monday and Tuesday. Hold on 1 minute, please. Are you gals available on Monday or Tuesday next week? Ian or Catherine?
At 6 p.m.
Joanne?
At 6 p.m. same time? Yes, I am.
You on for what date would you prefer? Please get me the book.
The same.
Appointment book.
They're
I'm-
equal.
6 o'clock next Monday,
I can commit to 6 p.m.
later.
On either of those days. I can
Later,
probably
earlier?
do, I might be able to do 6 p.m. on Tuesday the 20th, but 7 p.m. would probably be a safer bet. Just looking at my work schedule.
Right. Ann, can you do 7?
Yes.
Does that matter? Let me see something. Friday, Saturday. Oops. Thank you, Joanne.
I could, oh, and you said you have a commitment on Wednesday.
I have a commitment on the Wednesday, but Monday and Tuesday, I'm free anytime, 6, 7, it doesn't matter to me. Who's speaking? Is anyone gonna weigh in?
So
So next
May-
week,
it sounds to me like the 3 of you are all available Tuesday, the 20th at 7 p.m. And if that is okay, I mean, I just usually when I'm doing a continuance, I ask the applicant if they are supportive of the continuance date and time. So if that is the case, then I would suggest we do that and we can put an agenda out for that meeting. I will also just mention to members of the public in the room at this moment that if you can join us and attend and testify, if you intended to testify tonight, it would be great to have you there, and we'll send out, we'll post an agenda quickly in order to do that. If you wanted to testify tonight and you can't on Tuesday the 20th at 7 p.m., you can send an email to planning@somervillema.gov with your comments on the project, all of which is also online in our on our case review website. And you can always send an email with a question to that planning@somervillema.gov email address, and Charlotte or someone on the team will provide you assistance as necessary. But I do think that if the applicant team, I don't know, Charlotte, if you could potentially let the applicant's representative, basically be unmuted and check that situation to see if that works. That would be probably the best option.
Jennifer Schultz, you are unmuted.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi there.
Have you
I
been following this?
yes, I have been following this. You don't often get to use Robert's Rules of Orders, but I appreciate it. Yes, the applicant team is available next Tuesday, the 20th at 7 p.m. and we appreciate the continuance to a time so soon.
Great. We really humbly apologize. And so that's what we'll do. We're gonna open the cases, and then we'll turn right to a continuance. It'll be for that next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Ann Brockelman?
Madam Chair, we should also say that we need to check with at least one other board member for quorum. 2 other board
Well,
members to check.
yeah, I think Mrs. Severino is back. I'm almost sure she's back.
Okay.
Meanwhile, we'll track down Josh and, hopefully everything's okay and he'll be able to sign on, especially where it's virtual. It does make it a little bit easier. That's why I'm worried about this, because if he was away, he's been on vacation before and done the meeting from that site, so that's what I'm just concerned about. Thank you, Ann.
Madam
Okay,
Chair, I will reach
Yes,
out to
Charlotte.
both. I will reach out to both of the board members who are not present tonight or tomorrow
Thank you.
morning to confirm their ability to attend.
So, right, continue to that date. If it turns out neither of them can make that date, the chair can show up that date and we can continue to another date. But
Beautiful.
if you can, I would love to have all 3 of you back, and as well as 1 or more of them, and we will, hopefully Josh is okay and out there somewhere, and we'll go from there. And just to everyone in the audience, this happens now and then, but not very often. I don't often have this situation, but I appreciate the flexibility to sort it out. Thanks.
Okay, thank you, George. Thank you, board. At this time, I'd like to make a motion to open the case at 28 Chestnut Street, P&Z 21-006. The legal notice is Brick Bottom, we're saying QOZB LP, proposed to develop a 4-story LEED Platinum commercial building in the commercial industry CI zone district, which requires a site plan approval. At this time, under the emergency circumstances that came up tonight, we're going to ask to continue this. The applicant would like to do this until Tuesday, July 20th at 7 p.m. Can I just have Jennifer weigh in, Charlotte, and make a verbal, that's okay, please?
Yes, the developer consents. Thank you. This is Jennifer
Thank you.
Schultz.
Thank you, Jennifer. Next case is 28 Fitchburg Street, P&Z 21-007. Brick Bottom, Cruz, am I saying this right? Somebody should correct me. LP proposed to develop a 4-story LEED Platinum commercial building in the commercial industry CI zoning district, which requires a site plan review. At this time, we'd like to again continue this due to the emergency circumstances till Tuesday, July 20th, 2021. Again, just for the record and the tape, I'd like to ask the applicant, Jennifer, to please give me the affirmative on that.
Yes, Jennifer Schultz, on behalf of the applicant, we consent. Thank you.
Thank you very much. At this time, there's no other business on the agenda for Wednesday, July 14, 2021. Let the record show that if everything goes well, and we get every ducks in order, we're going to meet on Tuesday, July 20th at 7 p.m. virtually. Again, I apologize to the public, all you folks that come out, the applicant, all you folks who were really, really listening to, looking forward to hearing this tonight. And thank you, Mr. Proakis, for weighing in and helping us out as well.
I just want to make sure you got a roll call vote on that continuance.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Thank you. I did not. Can we do you want two separates or one? Can we do one?
Why don't you do them all, do one on each, just to be safe.
You say, thank you. In the matter of 28 Chestnut Street, continuing until July 20th, 2021 at 7 p.m. I'd like to go around and get the vote, a yay or nay. Ann Brockelman,
Aye.
Catherine Cavaglia,
Aye.
and Susan Fontano, aye. Let the record show it was unanimous of the three members here tonight. In the matter of 28 Fitchburg Street, PNZ 21007, may I have a second, I guess, and a vote on, can I have a second first?
Second.
Thank you, Ann. And go around again for the vote. Ann Brockelman,
Aye.
Catherine Caravaglia,
Aye.
and Susan Fontano, aye. Let the record show. For the three members present here tonight, it was unanimous. Thank you for your patience. Thank you, Mr. Proakis, for bringing that to my attention. At this time, we'll entertain a continuance until then, July 20th, 2021 at 7 p.m. May I have a second on that?
Second.
I made the motion, seconded by Ann. All in favor? Ann Brockelman,
Aye.
Catherine Caravaglia,
Aye.
and Susan Fontano, aye. It was unanimous. See you all July 20th, 2021. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night. Talk to you tomorrow.